occupational therapy has given me a wonderful opportunity to give back to others. There's so much that you're able to do for others, but yet I get so much out of it as well. So it's a perfect opportunity to meet different individuals. There's many times awful situations that they've had happen in their life, but you always can do something to make it a little bit better. So for me, it's a perfect career.
I chose the field of OT because there's so many directions in which you can take it. Occupational therapy is an extremely valuable profession that combines a scientific and philosophical approach to improving or restoring health. Its holistic approach is what truly separates it from other professions. The profession is valuable because it is client-centered and the mind, body, and spirit of the individual is incorporated into the main goal, which is living life to its fullest.
I chose OT because I wanted to help people, and I already work in the profession, and I knew I wanted to further my education, so I chose, instead of to be a PT, I chose OT. I think it fits my personality more, and it's a lot more broad. That had a lot to do with my choice.
The reason why I came into OT is I was working in a special education field to get a degree and realized there aren't that many jobs. I came across OT in the classroom and realized that it's a creative way to help kids reach and meet their needs, set goals, and afterwards I found out that you can help a diverse set of people and different populations, including the elderly and the mental health profession. And OT is the way to go.
I stumbled across occupational therapy and I just discovered that there's an overwhelming opportunity to just help people, really any population, any age group, anybody who needs it. We just have crazy opportunities, just outreach, help. We have a lot of resources to do that, and I'm just loving every minute of it, so OT is definitely the way to go.
And we have the skills, the medical knowledge, the psychosocial knowledge, the sensory motor knowledge to help individuals, especially in mental health, where occupational therapy has not been recognized for billing and treatment purposes, and that is my goal, is to treat individuals with mental health.
The reason why I chose OT is because originally when I started observing for physical therapy, I found it extremely boring. I went to go work in a school setting, and I still do, with special needs children and children with autism. And watching the occupational therapist come into the room, I realized that that was what I wanted to do with the rest of my life, and specifically with that population. It seemed very interesting and very oriented towards what kids would want to do, and it just seemed like a lot of fun to me. So here I am.
Why I chose OT was to be a better mom to my son, who has high-functioning autism, and to possibly make a difference in other children's lives like him.
So first I was a graphic designer, and I was discouraged because I wasn't able to help people, and I was also discouraged because there wasn't a lot of job opportunities. And my mother ended up walking and falling and breaking her arm, so she went to OT for that. So she made an appointment for me to go in and watch the OT session because she thought that would be a good field for me. So that's how I was introduced to OT. And there's a lot more job opportunities, and you get to help people.
I've always wanted to be in a profession where I could care for people and help people. So I originally went into nursing, and I realized, the job was really demanding, and most of the nurses I worked with was burnt out within like a year or two. So I felt like I needed to be in another profession where I could still care for and help people, but not, wear myself out. And OT is a great profession, great job security. You can't find anything out there like this.
Okay, I went into OT because I've always known I wanted to work with kids. And I love working in a school because we get summers off, and we get to play all day and teach kids through fun games.
Occupational therapy helped me after my stroke by reteaching me, helped me to relearn such basic skills like eating, getting dressed in the morning.
I chose occupational therapy as a profession because I feel it's very holistic, it's never boring, and I like the fact that you can work with large variety of populations from infants through geriatrics, and in various settings such as schools, hospitals, rehab, outpatients, home therapy. You just never get bored with it, so you actually kind of get to see whatever you like, and if you do kind of get burnt out or don't want to work with that particular population, you can easily switch and find something else. You can go into teaching, and the fact that it just really treats holistically. I think that's what I like different over other professions, is I feel like you treat the whole person.
I chose OT because of the difference that it makes in people's lives. I remember when my grandmother had a stroke, the difference that it made to her.